Angel of the Dawn, back with another Divine Masculine Collective message. Hope everybody's doing fabulous out there today. The energies for me, personally, have felt a little less chaotic today and kind of maybe calmed down somewhat. So hopefully it has for you guys. I believe that we have another massive energy wave that's like coming in now. And these energy waves, they tend to affect me personally. Sometimes they take me out, sometimes they ramp me up. So we've been in the take me out stage for like the last week and a half. So maybe this is the ramping up version. So we'll see. So hopefully you guys are, surviving and, handling all of this well. Shout out to all of my new and existing subscribers. I love each and every one of you guys, and thank you guys so very much for all of your love and support on my channel. I continue to get new subscribers each and every day, and I just feel so very blessed to have all of you guys here with me, and to, not only for you guys to be a part of my journey, but for me to be a part of your journey. Before I pull runes for the reading, this was a message that literally Spirit was not letting me sleep last night until I got this out. So I posted this on my Facebook. So if you're not part of the Angel of the Dawn Facebook group or Facebook page, I do have a group, but I haven't done anything with it lately. I might just start an Angel of the Dawn Facebook group. Because the other one's like a Twinflame portal, but like nobody really got on there, and I wasn't keeping up with it. Well, probably nobody got on there because I wasn't keeping up with it. But there was a lot going on when I created it. So anyway, all of that aside, let's just get into this message. Okay, so I'd actually tried to kind of push this message off because sometimes when I get the messages, I question, is this for everyone, or just. And then I also question, is this helpful, or the Spirit wasn't going to let me go to sleep without putting this one out. So, and I already had some backlash for it on the page from one person, but she kind of gives me, she likes to give backlash. But anyways, the message is, it says, the message had to do with karmic partners of a group of divine masculines. It seems that the karmic partners are in the mode of really trying to tear down the divine masculines by pointing out and basically making lists of all of the divine masculines' perceived shortcomings or downfalls in order to attempt to keep them down and from rising further into their true power. I am also being shown for this group that in the beginning of the relationship, the divine masculine may have consciously or unconsciously encourage the karmic partner to be like the divine feminine in some way or another. At the same time, the karmic partners may have been resistant to these changes. However, now it would seem that the karmic partners are going above and beyond in trying to be more like the divine feminines in hopes of keeping the divine masculines trapped. This is actually backfiring and causing the divine masculines to see the karmic partners for who they truly are, which in turn is giving the divine masculines more and more confidence to break free from the karmics. Okay, so that was the message that I got last night, and finally ended up putting out. The person that was adverse to that message said I was trying to tear down women and pit women against women. That's not the case at all. Like, that was just stating, like, if you're looking at somebody and you're observing what they're doing, you're not making them do that. So I thought that was funny. And then that, I asked the person, I said, maybe you should look at yourself and see why you think that that's what I'm trying to do. Because if you've been on my page or on my channel, you know that I believe that all relationships are beneficial and that there's always lessons to learn. Now, if the lessons have been learned and you're not moving on, I don't care if you're labeled a karmic partner, a soulmate, a bum in the street, it doesn't matter. If you've learned the lesson, or if the lesson was supposed to have been learned, and you're continuing to do opposite, that is your deal, not, somebody that is observing the situation. So anyway, just thought I would put that out there. So anyway, so that could be for a group. I don't know if that is what will come out in the reading today. We'll see, because like I said, that was a message that Spirit wasn't going to let me get by with not putting out last night. So we'll see what's going on today for the Divine Masculines. We'll get a couple of rune stones here. I try to really pick these up because I keep getting like the same runes. Like yesterday I was pulling for myself, not recorded, and I actually got a couple of different ones, but at the same time, nope, see. Oh wait, okay, I've pulled this one for myself, but I don't think I've ever pulled this one for a reading, so that one's pretty cool. It's the blank one. Let's see what that one is. It's like, well, let me get to the right thing here. I gotta get to my cheat sheet, because if you guys have been on my channel, you know that I'm just getting to know these runes. Unknowable or destiny is what this blank one, and actually two different cheat sheets say destiny, and the other one says unknowable. And then I think this one is self or female. Okay, so this is either, this could be not knowing the self or needing to get to know the self, or this could be the Divine Masculines realizing their destiny with the Divine Feminine, with destiny and female. So it could either be them not knowing themselves, or them realizing their destiny with the Divine Feminine. So those are the runes, and we will see what else comes up in the reading. I put the dice in this little thing, so maybe it wouldn't be as loud. Yeah, it's still gonna be loud though. Actually, I don't. Yeah, this will pick them up pretty good. Okay, I was gonna say it might not pick them up like I want them to. Alright. Fine masculines. That way I don't have to worry about the bottom falling off of that other one. Okay. Without changing the direction of any of these, let's move them over where I can see what I got. Alright. I've got the song, I think it's called Mountain. Oh man, and I think it's by 3 Days Grace. Now I can't even remember. It's been in my head all morning, and now I can't remember. Okay. And this is here. And that will go like that. And that one will go like that. Okay. So, it looks like, this group of Divine Masculines, let's see, we've got the Page of Swords, so there could be some stalking going on. It also looks like we've got, like, trying to hold on to some kind of, like, oh, what do you call it? It's like some kind of structure, ideals, ways of doing things. It's like, almost like, okay, for instance, because we've got the Hierophant here with the Ace of Pentacles. This is like, thinking that there's only one way to make money, or only one way to have a relationship, like only, like marriage has to look this way, or whoops, a relationship has to look this way, or making money has to look this way. Um, and so I feel like they have really been clinging on to, and not wanting this tower to fall because it has to do with money. And let's see, what does that say about that? Yeah, okay, so they don't want this tower to fall because we've got the King of Swords here in reverse, and it says over here on this, like domination and maliciousness. So there could be, and then we've got the devil. Okay, so there could, so this structure that the divine masculines are holding on to could be like, I've got to get yours, or I mean, I've got to get mine before you get yours. Kind of like that man up, man down that Mary Jo talks about on Soulful Revolution. That kind of energy, and not wanting to let go of it, and like being okay. Excuse me. And like thinking that it's okay to be like dominating and malicious. And then here with the devil, that's toxic thoughts, feelings, beliefs, behaviors, addictions, obsessions, codependency. King of Cups. Okay, so I feel like this is kind of all what's been happening. But then this King of Cups comes in reverse. Well, okay, a lot of times I see this as like becoming very emotional. But this says fierce and deceit over here on this page that I use sometimes. And so in this situation, it's kind of like I'm going to take that because that's what it looks like with all of these others. But, okay, so now we've got the death and the world. And so it's like this is an end to that cycle and moving into something better, something more hopeful, something like, it's like they wished upon a star because we've got the star over here, to get them out of this energy. And so I do feel like, that's what they're moving out of, is this rigid thought. This is, I feel like, a lot of rigid thought processes and a lot of toxic thoughts, feelings, and beliefs from childhood. And even, because if you grew up in a family with addictions, it's not saying definitely that you will have addictions, but, there's a good chance. And so I feel like this is all like, this is all handed down. This is getting out of the structures that were handed down to you, that were programmed into you, and moving on to something new that is more hopeful, more wish-like, and better for the divine masculine soul. So, by the way, it is really warm and muggy here today, just saying. I might go live later tonight, but not until it cools off. This will probably be the only video I do right now. So then we've got the Hangman with the Seven of Swords in reverse. So I feel like this is, realizing that if there's been any kind of deception or lies, or, any kind of backstabbing or, trying to get away with anything, this is making the clear decision to get out of that. But, oh wow. Okay, so I'm going to use this sheet today because it seems so much more fitting. Arrogance, selfish, ego, learn to sacrifice. So that could also be what this Hangman says. Instead of like making a decision, this could be, being arrogant and not knowing you know, what and how to sacrifice. And then we've got the Five of Swords in reverse with the Ace of Cups in reverse with Page of Wands in the upright. So it's like not walking away from a love situation, or not walking away from a situation that's not love, but may have some kind of desire, or some kind of immature feelings or passions. Like this feels like very like, okay, this could be lust, because there's not love here, but it could be lust with that Page of Wands. But it's like not walking away from that, or at least in the past. I feel like that is this energy. I really kind of want to split these apart, because I feel like this is the energy that maybe a group of divine masculines have been in, but then this is what's coming. And so I feel like this goes along with this old energy. They're realizing, though, that whatever they put themselves in, and whether this is a romantic relationship, a job, or even these thought processes, could be a third party, in my opinion, because it can be anything that keeps the divine masculine from ascending and healing and moving forward in their ascension. But I do feel like it does have to do with a relationship or job, because it has the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So realizing that whatever this third party situation is not gaining them this Ten of Pentacles and actually preventing them from getting it. But, well, I don't know. Let's see. We've got the Four of Pentacles, so they're holding on. Again, I feel like that's holding on to, like these old thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. And it could be, well, they've been holding on to some, I feel like some kind of thought about reconciliation, and it could be with divine feminine. And I feel like it's a negative. They're holding on to something negative about it, or they have been. Yeah, making the choice. Yeah, in the past they've been making the choice just to keep walking away. We've got the Five of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, and the King of Wands there. Two, three, four, five, six, seven. So there's something that they feel is unfair. And I kind of feel like it's, man, to be honest, man, if I just said everything that came to me and everything that I thought, I just don't know. Because it's almost like this group or a group is kind of pissed off that they thought they had other options and that they could move forward without the divine feminine. I didn't even go up to that dice yet. But that we've got the Queen of Cups here in reverse. And so I feel like the divine masculines, they thought that they could move forward without the divine feminines. And they thought that they had other choices. And now they're realizing that, or they're feeling like it's unfair that all of these feelings are coming up now for them. And that could also be this King of Cups in reverse, because a lot of times I do feel like that's feelings coming up. So yeah. And I feel like they're realizing, ooh, that was a nice breeze. Where the hell did that come from? Okay, that's kind of odd. That came from my left side, which is a wall, when there's no vents or anything out here. So anyways. Yeah, they feel like it's unfair that, like maybe in the past things didn't work out with the divine feminine, and now they tried to start something else and move forward, and they still can't get over the divine feminine, and so they're feeling like it's unfair. So, oh my, is pick up. This deck is kind of a bit. I really like this deck because it's so pretty, but it's kind of a pain in the ass to shuffle. I mean, it's basically the Rider-Waite deck, but I don't know if you guys can see that it's like, it was called Glow, and it's because it's like rainbowy or whatever. What do you call it? Oh, I can't think. Okay. Yep, Six of Cups. So yeah, somebody coming back from the past, a soulmate from the past. Most likely the divine feminine in this situation. Got Five of Cups in reverse. Judgment. That could be reconciliation, but not putting in the work. So so I feel like this is the divine masculines, looking back on the past and maybe getting out of, oops, what'd I do here? I knocked these around. And maybe getting out of any kind of regrets, sadness about the past, because I do know that I've been feeling that big time. Yeah. I'm still holding on. Okay, so, or this could be, the Ace of Cups here. Yeah, I feel like they're realizing they didn't put in the work, and it's like they were holding back and they were holding on to old stuff, and so they weren't putting in the work into this relationship. But I feel like this is, with Judgment and the Ace of Cups coming out and the Six of Cups, I feel like that's saying that this is reconciliation, or at least the desire for reconciliation. They're realizing that, hold on, these flipped over. Oh, I can get them out of there. Oh, that's interesting. Lover's right there on the bottom. King of Swords, Eight of Swords. So now we've got the King of Swords in the upright, where here we had it in the reverse. So I feel like this is all after the transformation, because yeah, then we've got the Queen of Cups. So they're finding self-love, and or they're ready to offer this Ace of Cups towards the divine feminine. How many cards do I got? 3, 6, 9, I need 3 more. Yeah, I feel like in the past, they're starting to realize how they didn't put in, they weren't maybe putting in as much as the divine feminines in this relationship, as far as, and not monetarily. They were holding on maybe to this thought of, you got to give monetarily, but they're realizing it's got to be more than that now. Oh, the Lovers come out anyway. Freaking awesome. Yeah, they're making a decision in love. They're ready. Okay, now how many do I got? 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 10. Yeah, they're making the choice. They're slowly moving forward. I feel like this is like almost like really getting a plan. Oh wait, he's in reverse. Okay, so maybe not going so slow anymore. Oh, maybe so though, because we also got the 9 of. Okay, so this is what they want. They want this new start with the divine feminine, but there's fear and they're defensive, maybe because of this past energy here, what we had going on over here. Um, so I don't feel like they're actually moving forward at the moment. Like they're making a choice of what they want, but they're scared to move forward. They're not moving forward. At least not quickly. Is that all my cards? I think it is. 3, 6, 9, 12. Yeah, okay. Alright, let's get a couple of chakra cards here. Let's see what's going on. And yeah, this doesn't really talk about that karmic situation, and that may be why it came up last night for me to post on Facebook. Although that karmic situation could have involved all of this. Like this, all of this devil energy and back here could have involved a karmic situation, but that's not what I'm not really getting that for this reading. So I guess I was just meant to relay that message about the karmic partners. One more, please. But yeah, I feel like they're in a defensive mode right now, and they're not. They're probably doing healing. Actually, is probably what this. They're healing from the past in order to be able to move forward and offer this Ace of Cups to the Divine Feminine. And that's probably why they're not moving forward right now, because, again, they're doing the healing. So they're stuck in their head, even though I feel like they're getting more discerning, standing more in their truth, and it could also be, not, they're staying stuck in their head about not ready to speak their truth about whatever all this was that went down. Because I feel like there was quite a bit of lies and deception and backstabbing on the Divine Masculine's part. And okay, let's see. Yeah, growth and creation. So yeah, that's what they're, and getting out of confusion. Confusion is the bottom of the deck. Oh, okay, can't really see that. Okay, yeah, it's there. Confusion, bottom of the deck. So yeah, I mean, like, it's almost like they're really being hard on themselves for this past energy, but it's like, I think it's from the Bible. I honestly don't know because I'm not religious. There is quite a few Bible verses or Bible quotes that I really love, but anyway, all that being said, I think it's from the Bible where it says, there's judge not lest thou be judged. So, it's not anyone's place to judge the Divine Masculine, and they really have to find forgiveness for themselves and for others. But there's also that saying, forgive them for they know not what they do. And I feel like that goes for themselves as well. Forgive yourself because you didn't know any better. And it's also like, I don't know who said this, but I see a meme floating around all the time that says, once you know better, do better. And so it's kind of like all of that mixed into a ball. And just, it's like move forward with integrity and authenticity and honesty. Yeah, the dark healing chamber. First Isis. The most challenging task is to take courage in both hands. Yes. And journey within to meet your own dark self and begin the healing task of bringing love, acceptance, and light to it. The sacred purpose of any enemy, within or without, is to push us to venture inwards to seek and heal the darkness within. Exactly what I was just talking about. So all of this is, you know, this energy was for a purpose. So again, that's another reason not to be so hard on yourselves, divine masculines. Okay, I want to say a couple of things really quick. So for karmic partners, divine feminines, or any feminine energy, whether you're male or female, that is watching this, never, ever, 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 ever stay in a situation like this because you think it's your divine masculine. Regardless if it is or not your divine masculine, you do not stay in this situation. That is not healthy for you. Okay? All of that being said, divine masculines, don't be so hard on yourself for having been in this energy, because you didn't know any better at the time. As long as you are ready to move forward, make amends, heal, and, you know, with that growth, and ready to create something new, which I feel like, you know, this group is, but I'm just saying, like, forgive yourself, don't be so hard on yourself. When you know better, do better. And, you know, exactly like this says, you know, you've got to go in and deal with your own darkness and begin the healing to bring love and acceptance and light to it. So, journey within and know that everybody's going through this. You know, divine feminines have been working through their own shit for quite some time, you know. So it's okay. I mean, it's not okay. Like, this energy's not okay by any standards. But there's forgiveness on the other side of knowing, if that makes sense. I'm going to have to make that a quote. Forgiveness on the other side of knowing. Matter of fact, give me 1 second. I'm going to at least take that down because I will forget. Or like forgiveness on the other side of knowledge or something like that. Okay. I just had to get that down. Sorry about that. Because I forget. And sometimes, like, I usually go back and I check these videos. Sometimes I re-listen to them. Because sometimes I need the messages just as much as I need to put them out. But other times I just check them for, like, sound quality and things like that. And then I just put them out if I don't have time. So just in case I don't get back to this one and I forget that I even said anything that I wanted to take down, I just wanted to put that down. Blah, 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 blah. So anyway, I don't know if I said already, but I may go live tonight. Probably will be, I don't know if it'll be on Facebook or YouTube. I'll let you guys know if I do. Like, if I decide to go live on Facebook, I will do a little, like, mini video here that is a couple of seconds to let you guys know that I'm going live on Facebook. But if you don't already follow my Facebook page, Angel of the Dawn, you might want to do that. Because like I said, I put out so much more content on there because I can. Here on on YouTube, I don't have the option yet to share, like, text messages and things like that. So I'm not taking those. One more, please. And that may be the only one needed for this reading because I was pretty to the point in basically what I had been saying. Okay, maybe today. Okay, 3 more shuffles through. Okay, now it gave me 3. Or, well, 2 more. Ancient Power Mysteries and Queen of Heaven. Okay, Ancient Power Mystery says the oracle guides you to honor the power of your voice, whether through spoken or sung words, or through what you write, speak about, or stand for symbolically. You have a potentially very powerful healing voice, and you are guided to recognize the responsibility that you have for what you proclaim through your voice. Okay, so some divine masculines could be writers, poets, singers, just speakers, but it's saying that you have a very powerful voice, and that you have to recognize your responsibility and proclaim it through the use of your gifts and your voice. So that could be a specific message for some of them out there about really, honing in on their gifts. And then we have the Queen of Heaven. The Queen of Heaven, the divine Empress of the skies, acknowledges your feminine authority now as a man or a woman. You have a life path of spiritual leadership to bring quality of mercy, compassion, and wisdom into the world. All right. So, and I feel like these two could be very much related. You could be helping bring those qualities into the world through, poetry, song, speaking, anything that has to do with sharing your voice. Could be doing videos like this, So, okay, I usually do read the top of the deck, so let's just see what it says. Stay true, and be in your power. I don't think I've ever read this one. We'll see. You are a sovereign divine being with spiritual authority and freedom within. You do not need permission from anyone to be who you are and live your life as you so choose. This is your divine birthright. Guard it as the precious treasure that it is, and remember that you are a divine being free to be you. Yes. And again, I feel like this one very much has to do with this Hierophant here, with the old structures that, like, you were taught as, or that you were programmed into as a child and through, growing up. I feel like this is saying, break the chains. And every time I say break the chains nowadays, after watching Game of Thrones, I always think of Daenerys Storm, breaker of chains. So, anyways, break the chains. You can have a different life than you've ever imagined, that you were ever told, that you were ever shown, that you've ever seen. But you've got to go through, go through and shine light on your shadows. We all have shadows, and there is a way to integrate those. We can't just wash away any parts of ourselves. So anything that we deem as negative or dark, it's not that we can get rid of that. It's that we have to transform that, transmute that energy. And so there is definite ways to do that in a healthy way where, hold on, I have the itch. My back itches. But healthy ways in order to do that, and without repressing any piece of ourselves. I'll have to find a video. There was a video I watched the other day, and I'll have to see if I can find it, that talks a little bit more about integrating and transmuting the energies of our perceived darkness. Okay, and again, just because you perceive something as dark, that again is programming. I mean, if you're not hurting yourself and or others, it could just be a perception. So you really got to go inside and really face all of your perceived shadows and dark places. Shine light on them. See what they are really trying to tell you, and move forward from there. We have all of the answers within ourselves. It's just up to us to continue to look and actually see that. So all of that being said, that's what I've got for today. I know this video was a little scattered. And I actually wasn't sure I was going to put it out, but the messages just kept coming through, and so you guys are getting it raw and real, however I got it. So yeah, I love you guys, and if you guys enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed, you can do that and hit that bell and get notified when I put out new videos. I have been trying to get more consistent at that, depending on the energies. I didn't post anything yesterday, but I was taking a self-care day, so. Anywho, that's why I was frustrated about that message last night, because it was like I was trying to basically just kind of zone out of readings or messages or anything. I was really kind of trying to ground myself in the 3D yesterday. You know, I kind of watched some, if you guys haven't seen it, it's kind of cheesy and cheeky, but I think it's called Good Omen. It's on Netflix. It's a series. It's like 6-episode series about like good and evil, the battle of light and dark, and it was, like I said, it was cheesy and cheeky, but I thought it was funny and good, and I watched it yesterday because I was just really grounding myself with all these energies, and that's why I was frustrated when I couldn't sleep, and it was 2 o'clock in the morning, and Spirit kept, pushing that message through to me, because I'm like, really, like, couldn't this wait till tomorrow? When I'm going to get back to it. Couldn't this have come yesterday when I was doing it? Why today? So, anyway, share if you think somebody else will benefit from this information. Comment. I love to hear from you guys. I do have the Twinflame and Twinflame mini readings on special, $45 for the full Twinflame and $20 for the Twinflame mini. And, let's see. And if you're interested in any of the other services I offer, that information is in the description box below. And and if you would like to give back by doing an energy exchange donation, if you guys get some kind of guidance, information, or insight from these videos that I post here on the channel and would like to give back by doing an energy exchange donation, that information is in the description box below, and those are always greatly appreciated and accepted. So yeah, this is Angel of the Dawn, sending you guys so very, very much love, and saying peace, love, and light out. Until next time.